This episode of the Cloud Accounting Podcast is sponsored by Intuit QuickBooks. Accounting professionals and bookkeepers have long been at the forefront of using cutting-edge technologies to take the profession to the next level and to ensure they're delivering the best possible service to their clients. Whether you want to grow your firm or sharpen your skills, Intuit QuickBooks provides you with the AI-driven products, services, and the resources that you need to help all sides of your career take shape. To learn more about how QuickBooks Online, QuickBooks Online Accountant, QuickBooks Live Bookkeeping, and the Pro Advisor program can help you grow your practice and scale your impact, head over to cloudaccountingpodcast.promo/QuickBooks. That is cloudaccountingpodcast.promo/QuickBooks. QuickBooks, backing you.
This gives them an opportunity to work on their business, focus on their business, and let QuickBooks Live handle their books.
Welcome to the Cloud Accounting Podcast. I'm Blake Oliver.
I'm David Leary.
And I'm Claudette.
What?
Claudette
is here from QuickBooks Live?
QuickBooks Live, Claudette.
I don't believe it.
No.
That's right. Don't believe it. I'm Pam Bingham.
But you are a QuickBooks Live advisor.
I am a QuickBooks Live bookkeeper. That's
QuickBooks
correct.
Live bookkeeper.
It was amazing. This was meant to be. So Tuesday, I go to lunch, I sit down, rewind a second. We are at QuickBooks Connect 2019. This is our last interview we're doing.
Yep.
It's wrapping up on Friday.
People are literally like taking things down as we speak. The place is being dismantled.
Hopefully we still have power. So we sit down on Tuesday and a lot of people are talking about QuickBooks Live. And everybody's at the table chatting about QuickBooks Live. And then Pam chimes up and says, oh, I was a TurboTax Live bookkeeper or advisor, and now I'm a QuickBooks Live bookkeeper. And I was like, I started shaking. I was like, you're going on the podcast. Wait until I tell Blake. I'm bringing you on the podcast. And so now we're here. We have a real QuickBooks Live bookkeeper on the podcast, and we want to understand, like, who are you first? Because I know you're a pro advisor, and you have a firm, and that experience, and then QuickBooks Live fits in that experience, and then
why don't we just start with that?
All right, let's start with that. Yeah.
We won't overload you with too many questions.
I'm actually excited. Like I got a little shaky here. Could be the fresh pressed juice or something.
Yeah.
But
It might be. It might be.
So who is Pam?
Pam is, I am a pro advisor, and I am an enrolled agent, and I have a practice that I have bookkeeping and tax clients, and I am a QuickBooks Live bookkeeper as well.
So where are you based?
I'm in the Los Angeles area, the San Fernando Valley.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so listeners, this is amazing. Blake has had a QuickBooks Live bookkeeper living next door to him, and he's never broke the story.
Wow. Yeah, I feel bad now. But
Yeah.
so you have your own practice.
I do.
You're an enrolled agent. I don't know. What's a day in the life of being on QuickBooks Live?
It's great because you work with the small business owners, and you help them with their books. You help them clean up their books and teach them good workflows. So it's a pretty good offering, and it's a pretty good opportunity to help small business owners.
So I think when we had Rich Priest on in the past, he talked about they send it
former leader of QuickBooks
Live. They said they send you out a box. Like, so you get a laptop, you get like a pop-up banner behind you. Like what's your experience when you go from, hey, I'm doing my firm work now, and I put on my QuickBooks Live hat. Like, what do you do actually to do that?
Well, I take off my firm hat and I put my QuickBooks Live hat on. And no, they do. They send you out a box that has all the equipment that you'll need, like a laptop and your camera, headphones, and yes, a wraparound so that you can, block the noise.
A backdrop for your chair?
The backdrop for your chair. So, it comes all ready to go, and then you're ready to go. You're ready to start training and going through and learning all their processes and that type of thing.
And how much of your time are you dividing between QuickBooks Live and your own, work as a pro advisor?
Well, you're required to work about 20 hours, at least 20 hours a week. So,
and how many clients do you work with?
It could be between 15 and 20.
15 and 20 clients on an ongoing basis, and about at least 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
And is it, when you say it's about 20 hours a week, is it when you have time to pop in and out, like an Uber driver's like, I feel like going to do rides right now, or do you kind of have a little bit of a schedule?
No, you have a schedule.
You
have a schedule.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So you log in, and then you go to work, and how do you schedule appointments with clients?
Well, they are able to schedule the appointments with us.
Got it.
And so, and then then, you meet with your clients and you figure out, what they need, and you provide that service. I mean, it's basically helping the clients have tax-ready books, for the end of the year. So, I mean, you make sure that you prepare the necessary, help them with their transactions and help them just kind of reconcile and wrap up the month, close the books. I mean, you build this relationship with the clients.
So coding getting those transactions into the GL, right? Categorizing them. You're reconciling the books as well, and you're also I understand part of the service is helping the clients understand their reports, right? Do you do that? Do you do that? Walk through the reports with them?
Well,
Or is that something they had to ask for?
Yeah, but that we're not. I don't give tax advice or
Right.
anything like that.
But if I want to understand my P&L and walk through that,
I can walk you through your P&L. Definitely do that. Yeah.
Do you actually do other things like help them set up their bank rules?
Yes.
You do things like that?
Yes. Set up bank rules, recurring transactions, and stuff like that.
How did you get into the program?
I did hear about it, like everyone else, and they reached out to some of the tax folks and asked us if we'd like to come on board.
Oh, great, because you were at TurboTax Live.
Yeah.
So have you switched over completely? Or are you
I
still
have.
Got it.
I have left that world.
So Pam, one thing that struck me yesterday or Tuesday at lunch was you have an existing real bookkeeping practice. You're a traditional pro advisor to some extent, right?
I am.
And you are very comfortable with the idea of QuickBooks Live.
I am.
And there's some providers that are not comfortable with it. And can you explain where your comfort level is and where it fits in your view of all the clients you have or don't have or might take?
Well, for me, my practice is, and it's kind of probably difficult to understand. I have a full practice, for me. Let me explain that.
Okay.
I vacillated. Do I want to, how far do I want to grow my practice? And I've had it for about 8 years, almost 8 years. And it has grown since I started it, and it's gone up, it's gone down, it's changed. I've changed the way that I work with clients. But for me, this opportunity that came along with QuickBooks Live was kind of like a fill in the blank type of situation.
Because you're doing mostly tax work. Is it with your own practice?
Yeah, I have more tax clients than I do bookkeeping clients. That is correct.
Got it.
And so it's kind of fill in the blanks, yeah. And then give me an opportunity to be a part of this service that it's new. It's new. Yeah. So why wouldn't I want to do it now if I'm going to participate?
Right. You're an early adopter. You're a trailblazer.
Right.
That's really cool.
And so one thing that I think I've never even considered before is it was always presented as if I have some downtime, I could do QuickBooks Live on the side to supplement my practice. I think if I just heard you correctly, is QuickBooks Live's letting you stabilize your practice because your practice is a little variable.
Sure.
But now with QuickBooks Live, you're like, hey, I know 20 hours a week is going to be stable. I'm going to have income. I'm going to have X number of clients. It's pretty stable. The demand's going to be stable. And my practice can be the variable. Versus I think some people always thought QuickBooks Live would be the variable thing. I'll pop in 8 hours a week. I'll do some QuickBooks Live and do it in my practice. But it was interesting. You just changed my perspective on this.
Yeah. Yeah. I can only answer why I do it. I don't know why other people do it. I mean, I'm sure there's bookkeepers that work there that probably don't have clients or, don't have the means to get other clients. I'm capable of building my practice as far as I want to build it, whichever way I want. Now, it's probably not fair to say, but I think if you want to do it, you can do it. But I determined for myself that this is the route that I wanted to go. I saw it as a good opportunity, and again, early adopter. And then they just have really great opportunities for you to grow and grow with the company if that's what you choose to do.
Wonderful.
What would be an example of a QuickBooks Live engagement? So the customer sets the appointment, they get on the phone with you, and what are they asking?
Well, it's just like any other customer who needs help with books.
Okay.
It really is no different. The only difference is, we have parameters in that we can't take every client. Well, who would? I mean, I don't take every client, but I probably take.
I think there's a lot of firms that try to take every client. And that gets them in bad situations.
Yep.
I probably would take on different situations that that QuickBooks Live would not. But it's a startup that doesn't know what to do and handle it, and so you can get them set up and teach them how to manage this thing so that they can know where they are financially all the time. And that's kind of the goal, right, with bookkeeping.
And I like how, so Intuit's offering QuickBooks Live Bookkeeping kind of at the purchase point of QuickBooks Online.
Yes.
So in theory, and the hope and the theory is from day one, they're in QuickBooks Online, they set an appointment, and from day one, they're starting to set things up correctly, right? Which just helps everybody down the funnel eventually. If they grow to a big, huge company and they move on out of QuickBooks Live to another bookkeeper or pro advisor, their books are actually set up and they're actually usable.
Right. Instead of the way that I sometimes get clients where I'm like, okay, well, did you have help doing this? Well, I just thought I'd figure it out. And,
That's the classic desktop QuickBooks situation where the bookkeeper doesn't get involved until 14 months later, and they have to untangle a year
or two.
And this is hopefully eliminating that situation.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of giving business owners a head start to really move out of the space that they really don't need to be in. They need to be in a space where they're growing their business and delegate. And it's hard to do it. I mean, you know it. I mean, even everyone who has a business, it's hard to delegate. It's hard for me to delegate. So this gives them an opportunity to work on their business, focus on their business, and let QuickBooks Live handle their books.
Do you do any QuickBooks Live work offline? So like for the client, because if you have real clients, you talk to your client, you have a meeting, you're done, you might for an hour do work in their QuickBooks file or something. Is that model exist with QuickBooks Live? So you just do whatever you do real time when you have face-to-face video with them?
Oh, no. I mean, you during whatever time frame that you're working for QuickBooks Live. I mean, so it doesn't have to be just face-to-face. I mean, you could do it offline with not talking to the client, yes.
Okay, so you are doing some sort of bookkeeping work behind the scenes?
Yes.
It's not all live client interaction? Okay,
yeah.
Interesting to know. I did not. I never.
That's one of the questions we had, actually. I'm glad you asked that, which is, is it only with the client, like holding their hand, or is there an offline component, which Dave is talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. And I assume like you wouldn't need to be on the phone live with the client while you're hitting reconcile, right?
No.
Yeah.
No,
that may not be productive.
No, we would not.
Yeah.
So what's the ratio you think as far as time you spend chatting video face-to-face with your client versus doing offline work?
I mean, usually if you have an appointment, so about an hour. Okay. Depending on the client, but typically it's an hour to go over, review whatever it is that you're reviewing with the customer.
What's the longest client call you've had?
An hour-ish.
Okay, that's not bad. I was thinking like somebody could keep you on for like half a day.
An hour-ish.
An hour-ish.
Yeah, no, that. I mean, but that how does that help the client anyway? If you're on with them for half a day, what could you possibly do?
Good point.
That's true. Are you starting to recognize like repeat clients or seeing the same faces to where you're getting to know these clients a little bit?
Oh, this is a relationship that you're building. I mean, the goal is to have this client to help them keep their books in order.
These are not just one-off calls.
No,
and it's not like an Uber driver.
No.
This is an ongoing relationship with, you said like 20-something clients. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This has been super helpful. So,
really? Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, thank you so much for helping us understand how it works. It's one thing to hear about the program from the leaders. And it's another thing to talk to somebody who's actually doing it. So thank you so much, Pam, for joining us.
You're very welcome.
Yeah. Normally we ask our guests, like, are you on social media? If people want to follow you, should they follow you? Like, do you want to share that out?
Well, this is the easy answer. If you want to get a hold of Pam, you buy QuickBooks Live for bookkeeping, and then you can talk to Pam. That's the easiest, right? But,
yeah, I think that I may follow you.
All right.
Okay.
Both. I think I do.
As always, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at Blake T. Oliver. And how about you, David?
I'm at David Leary.
And Pam, thank you so much for joining us today.
Take care.
Thank you, Pam.
You're welcome. Bye.